have my kitty. He got a new collar, and so he kind of looks like a stripper. But that's okay. I will support him. So today I'm doing a video about how I film and edit my videos. I use iMovie mostly. I also use a video editor on my computer. I'm filming with my phone. I always film with my phone. I have an iPhone 5 SE, so that works pretty well. So yeah, let's get on with explaining everything. He's gonna help me out. So I use this LS Photography Studios tripod, and I only use it standing up whenever I film intros or something like that. Usually I have it configured to the smallest size, like this. And so I just bought this for like 15 bucks at Walmart, and it came with this really, it's kind of a cheap bag, but it works. And I don't usually leave it standing up like this. I usually tilt it down a whole lot, and it's kind of hard to keep this camera straight. So it has a little phone holder right here, just with a spring. And so I usually have it tilted down like this since I do art videos. So yeah, that's about how I have it configured most of the time. And it's not crazy sturdy, I wouldn't use it if I was gonna use it every single day and go outside with it all the time. But it's pretty nice, and it just has these little locks right here to keep that stable. So if you're just gonna use it for tabletop work or just intros, I think it's perfectly fine. So yeah. So now that you know how I film my videos, let's get on to seeing how I edit them. So I just found out that the background eraser I use actually costs money, but I got it for free. But honestly, there's tons of background eraser apps on the App Store, so I'm pretty sure any of them would work. Okay, so I cannot find a screen recorder for the life of me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys on my sister's iPad what I use. So for editing, I use iMovie. I'm just gonna open that up. iMovie is really easy to use actually, so I'm just gonna hit movie. I usually keep all of my YouTube content in a folder that says YouTube content, but I'm just gonna go ahead and add 2 videos and create my movie. Say those were art videos or something. This is actually my ferret and my cat. So it's super duper easy. I would usually add my intro right in front of here and add my end card here. To add photos, I would probably say that's my end card. Usually you can tap on that, and so this you can position where you want to start and where you want to end if you want your picture to move, like that. What I do is I disable that and just lock it up top, and that's how I do my end card on that. And so I usually keep my transitions just flat, and it goes from video to video. Sorry, that's my ferret and my cat. Didn't realize those had noise. And so I can make the volume go up or down. I can speed it up or speed it down. Usually I might speed it down a little bit because I do film on time-lapse on my phone in the first place. And to add text, you just hit titles and add some text. It's really simple. I think anyone can really pick it up within 5 minutes. For me, to add voiceover, I would just hit that and hit record. And say this is my voiceover, I'm starting it now, and so then you can accept it. Say this is my voiceover, I'm starting it now. See? So iMovie is super duper easy to use. So here I'm just exporting the movie, and I'm going to text it to myself. So yeah, I'm just texting that to myself so that I can get it on my computer or get it on my phone. So that's what I use for all that. I also use a rotate and flip and video crop. This is just in case my video is a little bit too much zoomed out, or if I accidentally am videotaping it upside down. The rotate and flip is what I use the most. And so you can flip it up or down, left or right, or you can just turn it. If it's up and down, you can make it sure that it's that way. And then you just export it. I usually use the top version that's compatible with all video players. So yeah, that's what I use for that. And the video crop it works pretty much the same way. You select it and it's done. And honestly, you just crop it. And so it can be a square video or something. And they also have ratios that you can just choose and it'll automatically go to. So for my backgrounds, usually I go in with a background eraser. it already has this balloon, and I've kind of been practicing with this because it isn't the one that I usually use. So I'm going to try and grab a picture that I actually own. Good grief, I do not know how to use this at all. Okay, that works. So I'm gonna choose this cute little kitty. And so first I usually try to just erase what I can without having to do much work. See, if you do something like that, sometimes it will erase your original image, which is really unfortunate. So you kind of have to go in with just a regular eraser or something like this, and it'll keep what's like that if you do a line, which this one is pretty nice, honestly. The one I have isn't as fancy, even though it does cost money. And so usually I'll come in and you can adjust the width of it and your offset, whether if you color over here and it's far away or if it's like right on it. I kind of like to have the offset about like that. And so I will go in with a big brush and get pretty much all of it and just leave a little bit left to where I have to go in with a detailed brush. And how I do that is I zoom in a whole lot, and sometimes I will adjust the width down, and I'll just get right up next to it like that. And it is a lot easier to do it on this iPad. I'm using my sister's iPad right now, so but I do everything on my phone, so it's a little bit trickier. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this up to show you guys the end product. Alrighty, so now that I have that background erased, I'm going to go ahead and go into what's called Pic Collage. And so you start off by just choosing your image. I choose the transparent image that I just did. And it'll kind of come in like this, and you want to just double tap that. And you can hit your border. And you want to make sure that there's no shadow and there's no border. So that way it'll just be like that, and it'll be a clear little kitty. And so usually I'll just choose one of their pre-made backgrounds. They have quite a bit. They have some that you can pay for. They just have normal colors, and they have little patterns like that. I think I'm going to go with that one. And so it is portrait. You cannot change it to landscape, I don't think. Yeah, I don't see a landscape option in their grids. So they do have grids, so you can put in multiple pictures and just have fun. But what I do it landscape, and I'll change it like this. And I like it so much because it isn't Photoshop, but it works. It's like really, really like Photoshop for dummies almost, which you can remove background on this, but I find it really tricky because you just have to cut around it, and it's like you do it wrong once, you don't get to do it again. That's why I use a separate app. And so then I go in with text, and the text I use, here, let me choose it. Let me find it somewhere in here. It's called Dawning New Day. And so I'll just text cute cat. And so you can have like a pattern on it if it's really thick, but I just like to keep it white. And I do like to have a black outline. Where's that font outline? Right there. And you can align it to where it could be like closer to the left side, closer to the right side. And so you just resize it. I'm gonna do something like that. Make the cat a little bit bigger. And since this is portrait, it's not gonna be perfectly aligned to be a thumbnail. So I'll usually keep it a little bit lower than the top. Like that. And so you can export it. Save it to your library. On my phone, it does have a little background. There's an ad! Alright, so now that that ad is gone, I'm going to show you guys how I usually keep it. Usually I'll screenshot it from about here, or since I do it on my phone, it does have these all moved down. So I already saved it to my library, and I'm going to go ahead and screenshot that as well. Boop. Alright, now that we've got it, I'm going to go into Photos. And find that cute cat that we just screenshotted. And so I'm going to hit edit. And I can do this in my photos. I don't have to get a separate app. I just switch the orientation, crop it down to where I want it. And since it is like a little bit more of a thick rectangle, you want it to be more like widescreen. So you're gonna do it like that. And you're done. So now you're done with this, and typically I'll airdrop it to myself because all of my things are Apple products, so I could email them or anything, but I usually just hit airdrop. Boop. If it'll work. I don't know. I usually airdrop it to my computer, and my computer will get it, and it'll recognize it as a full-size render. So here we go. It's going. So now I'm going to show you guys what I do on the computer. Alrighty, so now we're on my computer. Sorry for the background screen, that's me and my boyfriend at formal. So I have this video pad editor, and I just got it on the App Store. I'm gonna open that up. I already have all of my songs by Epidemic Sound up in here, and I keep that. I'm gonna go ahead and add a couple files. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and import this in. No, my cat's stepping on my computer. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up that. This is the video we made in iMovie. I'm gonna go ahead and drag that down in here. And so as you can see, it's fully in here. Usually I collapse this audio track because it's one that came in with the video. And I find my audio files, and how I do that, how I got them in, I go into audio, I add a file, and I'll choose whatever audio I got from Epidemic Sound. If you go to that website, it's really self-explanatory. You just get it and you download it. I'm gonna go ahead and put in, how about this one? So you just take it, then you drag it. And usually I have to shorten these up because I have relatively short videos. Do that by dragging. And I will left click and fade in. Usually I'll fade in about 3 seconds because that's about how long my little intro card is, or I will scoot it and offset it to about 2.8. So that's also about how much it is. Open that up. And I will usually fade out 6 seconds because that's how long my end card is. So we're just gonna go ahead and watch that. See the fade out. See, it gets a little bit softer. And usually that does overpower, or at least the audio here. Here's the volume adjustment. It usually overpowers my voiceover, so I'll usually set it to about like 8 because it makes it a lot softer, and so my original audio track can be heard. See if we can find that voiceover we recorded. See, now that works. So yeah, that's basically how I do it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and export this. I'm just gonna leave it as project. Alright, and so we're gonna go ahead and let that load up. It takes a little bit, not usually since I have pretty short videos, but it can. So usually I'll just watch a different YouTube video while I'm doing this, or I will end up creating my thumbnail during this time. So yeah. Alright, so now that it's in my computer, I'm gonna go ahead and open up YouTube. I have it already here. And hit upload, and basically it takes off from here. I'm gonna go ahead and walk you guys through it just because, you know, I didn't know it first, so I'm not expecting anyone else to know it first. So, and usually these are my pre-done little tags here, and I just add my thumbnail by hitting custom thumbnail. I'll go to all my files and hit that. That's not the right force. So this is the full-size render that we just made. So I'll upload that, and you can add a little description. So say this is for a video. I promise. I'll probably end up deleting this afterwards, but if you see it, now you know why. So it does take a little while to upload, but usually I'll just publish it right away, or if I have pre-recorded videos, you just select down from public and you go down to scheduled. And so you can pretty much set whatever day you want. Let's say the 13th at 3:30 p.m. So, and usually you can add a little message if you upload it to Google Plus or Twitter. I'm working on getting my Twitter set up, I promise. That'll come up soon. So you're just gonna wait. You can publish it on that, and then it will be published on that date. So yeah, that's how I do it. I hope you guys like this video. Please like it down below and subscribe down below and comment down below. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye!